All right, you're welcome back. I have here with me Edward Israel Ayide. We're going to be looking at the front page news and all the things that have happened in the last week. And of course, we can't talk about anything without mentioning River State. River State is hot in the news now. The rerun is going on. And so many things have happened in the last 24 to 48 hours, you know. The Minister of Transport pretty much has relocated to River State. You would almost think he was running for governor again. And so many things have happened. The PDP, for example, has called for approval of Amechi. There's talk about some polling units not having a column for PDP. To vote. We don't know how true that is, but there's allegations of that. We've heard of suspension of elections in 4 local governments that didn't hold at all. We've heard of cancellations in about 8, I think. At the last count, I'm not sure how many, but I think about 6 people have been killed. There's so much happening. So it's one state. I know River State is always a hotbed. Even with the presidential election, it was an issue. It was one of the last states to come on because there were so many recounts and, you know, all of that drama with figures. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think I'm from Delta State, so I'm from the South, so I quite understand how politics in that region can be very heated. It actually reminds me of, I grew up in Ibadan, so of course it's somewhat similar to Ibadan politics with the late Adedibu and how it was always a do or die affair. So, well, in River State, I wouldn't say I didn't expect there not to be a lot of drama, especially with Amechi moving there for the elections. But I think the security forces should, of course, have anticipated all this and should have been more prepared. Actually, the last estimate of death I got was 8 people. And of course, those are the ones that are reported, because of course we've been hearing different rumors from people who are on ground in River State saying that, oh, more people died and all that. But of course, these are unconfirmed deaths right now. But I'm saying that basically, I would on my own, I would blame both the PDP and the APC for turning the elections into, as in, it's just for a post. It's not as if you don't win, you're going to die. And it goes a long way to show how we've allowed elections become something that embarrasses us as a nation. And then I'm seeing a lot of international media carrying news about, it's not as if it's a presidential election, they're just doing elections for House of Reps.
But it's heated enough to get that sort of attention.
Yeah,
so.
but as in it's
but
very
I
disappointing.
want to talk about INEC here now, because I mean, it's okay to blame the political parties, but they are doing what they think they have to do to grab power. Sadly, I mean, we will never encourage the loss of lives and violence and all of that, but we know politics here is very desperate, and I don't think anybody should be surprised per se about how desperate our politicians can get. But with INEC now, we've had a series of elections since the last administration left, and the last head of the INEC left, and there's been a sort of a pattern, if I may use those words, since they've started running elections. There's almost always a rerun or a cancellation or a postponement. And with the River State now, they had a number of months to prepare for this, and you would expect that certain things should have been put in place. It's one state. And we've gotten elections not holding a few local governments. We've gotten cancellations already. Doesn't it worry you?
Yeah, it worries me, because I think this INEC is not as prepared and as capable as the INEC under Jaga. I think Jaga quite understood the landscape and the kind of politicians and parties that he was dealing with. So he made enough preparation. He didn't get it 100%, but he made enough preparation to at least mitigate against some of these things happening. But I think this INEC has been going from one blunder to the other, and I think that's the major reason. Because I was seeing something on social media yesterday where people were saying that, okay, like you said, that some of the result sheets in some local governments or some wards did not have, the polling stuff did not have PDP on it and all that. And I would expect that the fact that people are even saying that, even if it's a rumor,
bad enough.
It's bad enough for the image of
In the past, we would have gotten a word, at least a reply, saying, okay, no, this is not true, but there's been nothing.
Well, in all fairness to INEC, INEC did come out, and I saw a couple of tweets on their Twitter handle saying that there were reports about some incidents happening and they were not true and all that. But I'm saying that all in all, it's even the PR side of this INEC is nothing to write home about. Under Jega, it was very on the spot, as in they were more prepared. They sort of like anticipated what was going to happen, and they were prepared for it, and so they were able to quickly come and address issues and all that. So I'll say that this INEC, I'm still giving them some benefit of that, but so far.
And we also want to talk about the federal government now, because we did hear about the military personnel being there, being in Rivers State, and I mean, the military is under the purview of Mr. President.
Yes.
And if you send in military men to monitor an elections or to make sure the election is secure, and we've heard of deaths, you know, and we're hearing about a minister of the federal government being so involved with these elections, not knowing whatever he's doing, or not saying he's doing anything, but if the federal presence is that intense, and we still get reports like this, what do you make of that sort of a situation? People are started talking about bias, you know, maybe they went in there to secure certain people and leave other people out, you know.
Amechi being the Minister of Transportation and then going to supervise the elections in Rivers State, first of all, it's wrong. It's wrong because when you're talking about bias and prejudice, of course, why is the minister so involved? And I know it has happened a lot in different political parties, but elections are supposed to be fair, transparent. INEC is supposed to be the person handling it, and it's a local election. It's not even the governorship election. Do you understand? So I'm saying that it shows basically that the rivalry between Amechi and Wike is still coming into play. And unfortunately, Mr. President has got himself involved in this rivalry between these two men. So sending the military to go and, of course, they'll say they're sending the military to maintain peace, because we all know that in the South is full of cultism and all these gangs and all that. So it can be very volatile and all that. So fine, sending these people down, sending the army down there to go and protect the peace is going to give the opposition the impression that you're sending them down there to control what's going to happen in favor of a certain party. So I think Amechi shouldn't have gotten himself this involved in this election, as in he's obviously too involved.
But on the flip side, people say, I mean, he's a member of the APC. He's the highest ranking member of the APC
in the South.
Yeah. And in Rivers State, and it's an election in the state. So why not? Why shouldn't he be there?
Well, I'll say that Amechi can be a very interesting character. So his brand associated with this election is the reason why you're getting a lot of things going on. People are saying, oh, Amechi is trying to co-opt the INEC officials. He's trying to use the police or the army to work against the PDP. So a lot of things is just, and I think everything is now centering around Amechi there than the fact that, oh, this is this candidate against this candidate and that candidate in that. Do you understand? So everything is now becoming about Amechi. It's even not being APC versus PDP right now. It's looking more like Amechi versus the PDP right now, because of course Amechi is a very colorful character.
Yeah. Before we go now, I just want to talk about results, because that's what elections are for. You need to get results. What do you think is going to happen? I mean, Rivers State has been heavily PDP for so many years. Yep. The APC is trying to make it an inroad. What do you think the results will say eventually?
Okay, I know I shouldn't say this on TV, but I'm going to say it anyways. The thing about the South is that the South, they can be very, people from the South can be very clannish. So it's our own person and all that. So as far as they're concerned, I think the South, they feel like Amechi has sold out. So it's no longer their own. So to them right now, APC is an outsider party. Okay. And PDP, as always, like you said, PDP has always been the party of the South. So I don't think the APC is going to. I don't think the APC is going to get any.
Do you think it's PDP's also?
No, I think it's PDP. But the APC might get some